The Performance Control Inspector is how you configure GeoShred for performing. There are tab pages for Configuration, the Arpeggiator, Master Control, and Configuring the Keyboard. There are 3 performance modes: mono, string, and poly, with string being the default. String mode is just like a guitar, with each new note on the same string preempting any previous notes. With mono mode, only one voice is used for all notes, and each successive note preempts the previous. In poly mode, if there are 2 touches on the same string, both notes will be played. For successive notes on the same string, normally the string will be replucked for each note. With legato turned on, successive notes are not replucked. There are also 3 quantization modes: piano, guitar, and slide. Piano quantization mode is just like a piano. Sliding between keys triggers a new note, and there is no finger vibrato. Guitar quantization is the same as piano quantization, except that you can use finger vibrato. With slide quantization, you can play a note and then slide freely along the length of the string. Snap only applies to slide mode. When snap is turned on, if you touch the key to the left or the right of its center, the note played will always be perfectly in tune. If snap is turned off, then notes will slide into being in tune at the rate set by slide speed. With a low slide speed value, notes will slide slowly into being in tune. The vertical green crosshair indicates sliding into being in tune. With a high slide speed value, notes will quickly slide into being in tune. In mono mode, you can optionally play up to 6 strings simultaneously using a predefined interval. You can optionally set a separation time between the individual notes in the interval. Mono mode intervals are defined by using the Assign button and then playing some keys on the keyboard. A name is suggested for the interval, but you can give it any name that you like. In string and poly mode, the Arpeggiator will arpeggiate whatever keys you are playing on the keyboard. In mono mode, the Arpeggiator can be used to do single key arpeggiation of the current mono mode interval. Any part of the system that uses a rate can optionally subscribe to the master rate. Subscribing to the master rate makes it possible for multiple effects units to have synchronized rates. Here is an example. Each of these units is subscribing to some multiplier of the master rate. Under the Keyboard tab, you'll find controls for configuring the keyboard. You can vary the number of strings, the number of frets, the width of the keyboard, and you can pan the keyboard. Under Scale, you can choose a root and a scale to be displayed on the keyboard. The scale that is displayed can be useful for providing visual cues during performance. The default tuning for GeoShred is stacked force. There is a drop-down where you can select from a list of common tunings. Here is standard guitar tuning. You can also define your own tuning as a part of your preset. Next, the Control Surface Editor.